Developing a resume can be simple if you know where to begin. Today, I am reviewing some basic resume tips to get you started. What is a resume? Essentially, a resume is a marketing tool. It is the first impression to a potential employer, and it is designed to catch an employer's interest so that they want to interview you. It is a good idea to have one master resume to bring to career fairs and networking events, but you should also create resumes to market yourself for specific positions that you are applying for. Always remember to create a strong connection between your experience and a position so that an employer will recognize why you would fit their employment needs. There are several ways to organize information on your resume, but it is important to use a style and format that best reflects your experience for the position that you are seeking. A chronological style resume is the most common type of resume used. This format lists your education and experience in reverse chronological order, starting with the most recent. It is most widely accepted by online applicant tracking systems. A functional style resume presents skills and experience without putting them in any type of order. The functional style resume groups skills and experience by types or functions, hence the name functional resume. A combination style resume combines both chronological and functional to both display your experience and also the skills that you have for a specific position. There is information on a resume that you must have no matter what style you use. Your contact information. An employer needs to know how to get in touch with you to set up an interview. The name on your resume should be big and bold at the top of the page. It should be your official name that matches all employment documents. The address should be an address that you utilize regularly so that if an employer needs to mail you something, they can do so directly. The phone number that you should list on your resume should have a professional voice message set up. An email should be listed on your resume that includes some part of your name. So please avoid any fun email addresses that do not tell an employer who you are. It is okay to use your SIUE email address. If you update your LinkedIn profile and check it regularly, you can also include this in your contact information. You should include your education on your resume as well and include the highest education level first. So if you are currently attending Southern Illinois University Edwardsville, list that at the top of your education portion of your resume. Also, never use abbreviations, and this goes for listing your school and your major and degree titles. So instead of listing SIUE, you would definitely want to list Southern Illinois University Edwardsville. Instead of listing a BS in Business Administration, you would list Bachelor of Science in Business Administration. Any certifications or licenses that you have can also be listed under education. When considering what type of experience to include on a resume, always ask yourself, what can you bring to the employer? Focus on your most relevant experience to the position that you are applying for. Create bullet points to describe your experience in accomplishment-driven statements rather than task-driven bullet point statements. Task-driven bullet points simply describe the work you performed related to one specific job. But accomplishment-driven bullet points explain how your experience can transfer to new positions. Always remember to include your job title, the employer which you worked for, and the dates that you worked there, including the month and the year. Remember, experience does not only include formal employment. Other experience that you can list is any military experience that you have. Many employers have veteran preferences when they are hiring, so you'll definitely want to include this on your resume. Volunteer experience, community involvement, and organizations can also be listed. Technical skills, such as software programs that you might know, can be listed as well. Professional affiliations are a great way to create relevancy on your resume. Also list any languages that you know or awards and recognition that you have received. Again, when creating bullet points to describe your experience on a resume, you want to make sure that your bullet points are accomplish driven rather than task driven. The bullet point formula helps students understand how to create effective bullet points. Start each bullet point with an action verb and follow the action verb by what you did or the task that you performed. Combine these with why, how, or the result of this action. For example, filed paperwork is a task-driven bullet point. But if we use the bullet point formula to expand on this, we can say filed and organized client medical records using MS Excel spreadsheets and a color-coded file system. Filed and organized are action verbs. Combined with client medical records describes the task performed. And how this person did this was using MS Excel spreadsheets and a color-coded file system. If possible, try to market your skills by using quantifiable skills. For example, increased donations by 24% within the first year of office term. The quantifiable skills in this case would be the donations by 24% within the first year. The action verb is increased. Make sure that you use soft skills and hard skills within your resume. Soft skills are transferable skills that are relevant to most jobs and industries. For example, communication, multitasking, and time management. Hard skills are more technical and they are often taught to you. Examples of this include software programs, laboratory equipment. Always match your skills with job descriptions and the postings to which you are applying for. Consult your resources, the Career Development Center, professors, mentors, networks, etc. Let's review some basic do's and don'ts of a resume. Do. Have your resume review. Come to the SIUE Career Development Center and have your resume looked at by one of our career counselors. Always use an organized format with easy-to-read fonts, such as Arial or Calibri. Eliminate any irrelevant personal information, such as hobbies or interest. And always balance the white space. Balancing the white space on your resume allows your resume to be consistent and clear. Don't. Do not embellish or misrepresent any of your experiences. If you are brought in for an interview, you do not want to look dishonest during this process. Never use a resume template. Unfortunately, resume templates and expensive resume templates do not upload into applicant tracking systems well. So what you might see on your resume may not be what the employer sees on their end. Do not have more than one page if you are a current student or recent graduate. If you need to go to a second page, make sure that you have enough relevant experience to fill most of 2 pages. I hope you feel confident to start the process of writing a resume. There are several resume examples on our website, siue.edu/Career Development Center, under the Resources and Downloads tabs. There you will find resume examples listed by both major and resume styles. You can also develop a resume with the help of a career counselor, or if you would just want to have your resume reviewed, please make an appointment today.